Qantas says ongoing industrial action has cost the company $68 million and affected more than 70,000 passengers. The Qantas boss, Alan Joyce, has faced shareholders at the airline's annual general meeting in Sydney. He says ongoing industrial action by workers could cause job cuts. So far, the federal government's resisting calls to intervene in the dispute. Transport reporter Kylie Simmons is at the AGM in Sydney. Kylie, what's Alan Joyce told shareholders?
Well, Nicole, this is the showdown that the unions and shareholders have been waiting for with Alan Joyce. This is their chance to tell him exactly what they think. And this is an important meeting because they get the chance to tell him what they actually think about the fact that he's in line for a 71% pay rise. So the annual general meeting is actually going on in Sydney. And at the same time, Transport Workers Union organised 1-hour stop work meetings for baggage handlers and ground crews and caterers today, continuing their industrial action campaign and disrupting passengers. So whilst Alan Joyce is in here speaking to shareholders and employees about his plan for the future, again, it's been against a backdrop of industrial action, and the CEO has actually been quite critical of that during his talk to shareholders. He's basically saying, look, he's outlined his plan as to why he wants to set up airlines across Asia and why he needs the international business to improve. And he's basically talked about the fact that if the industrial action by the unions continue, there will be job losses. Here's a little of what he had to say.
We can't just change a few parts of our business. We have to make every part of our business efficient and in touch with the new realities. Now to customers. We won't have a business if we don't understand our customers and adjust our business to their preferences.
So, Kylie, what's the mood there among shareholders?
Well, not as many have actually turned out today. This University Hall actually holds about 900 seats. There's still plenty of seats available. Probably about 500 shareholders are actually inside at the moment, but that doesn't mean they're any less passionate about what they think about the Chief Executive's pay packet and also the performance of the airline. So most of the shareholders inside, actually, it's just recently, just a couple of minutes ago, got quite rowdy. They are definitely telling Alan Joyce what they think, and some of them are quite angry, but many of them just want to stand up for the workers themselves.
Well, Alan Joyce is not getting any messages. You know, he pays himself an extra $2 million.
I think all executive payments, no matter whether it be Qantas or any other organisation, are excessive.
The management's no bloody good. Sack Joyce. Let the workers have their salaries and rights under industrial laws of Australia.
And Kylie, the unions are not backing down. What are they telling you today?
No, they're not. All three have come out fighting today. They spoke before we went inside into the annual general meeting, basically saying that their industrial action will continue. The baggage handlers are holding stop work meetings, and the result of the meeting in Sydney is that they want to actually continue with that strike action. Basically, the pilots, the engineers and the ground crews are warning that this fight is just not over.
This dispute could last the best part of 12 months. We're playing our cards at the right time. We've had a 3-week break in play now, and we could certainly see it going on until the middle of next year.
Steve Pavinas there from the Licensed Aircraft Engineers Association, and before that, transport reporter Kylie Simmons.